How did medieval knights reconcile brutality with chivalry? Imagine a world where fierce warriors are also expected to be paragons of virtue. How could knights be both brutal fighters and uphold a code of honor? That's the puzzle we're exploring today. Knights in medieval times often fought in brutal battles, yet they also followed a set of ideals called the chivalric code. This code was not just about being kind or gentle. It was a way to balance their violent role with moral standards. It emerged around the 10th century in France and was deeply linked to Christian beliefs. Knights were supposed to be loyal to their lords, show self-control, and be brave in battle. These virtues created a balance where they could fight fiercely but also exercise restraint and mercy. When knights fought enemies, they believed it was their duty to be ruthless, but they were encouraged to avoid unnecessary killing. For example, they might show mercy to noble prisoners but be harsher toward peasants or enemies outside their social class. This reflected the social hierarchy of the time. The church played a big role in shaping these ideas. It promoted Christian conduct but also allowed knights to fight in crusades or against heretics, which was seen as justified violence. This created a tension between their religious duties and their role as warriors. Knights also used the chivalric code to help manage the mental stress of combat. By focusing on honor, loyalty, and controlled violence, they could justify their actions and see themselves as more than just killers. It's important to remember that chivalry was more of an ideal than a strict rulebook. Knights often did not follow it perfectly. The popular image of knights as gentle and noble is partly romanticized. In reality, they were warriors who engaged in harsh violence but also valued honor and loyalty. So, how did they manage this? They saw their violence as part of their duty but balanced it with virtues like mercy and self-control. This way, they could be fierce fighters and still see themselves as honorable members of society. Their code helped regulate their behavior in war and in society, making sure they remained respected and admired, not just feared.